What's pop-a-locking, you beautiful, beautiful people? Your boy, the Van Slap, is in the building. We've got Europa knockout football taking on a team in Portugal. That's correct. We've had a kind of a bit of a resurgence with the new tactic, and it's turning out to be quite profitable for us. Although it doesn't really seem so, but it is. I promise it is. Enough talking. Let's get in the game. Hit like, subscribe, and all that stuff. Right, we're into the game. As you can see, Europa League. We're taking on Vitória de Guimarães. Currently sitting 5th in Liga Portugal. 2 points behind Braga in 4th place. And a couple of spots behind the top 2 of Sporting, Porto, and even the top 3, Benfica. There. So we know all about the Portuguese league. They do have one very good striker and a man that I was actually looking at signing not too long ago. In fact, it was when we were with Royal Antwerp, and they wanted then 40 million for him. He's got a release clause of 62 million now. Juninho here is a very, very good striker who we need to look out for. But before we get to any of that, let's have a quick recap on how the squad has been playing. I don't know why it's giving me all these screens just to go back. All I want is my bookmarks and didn't want to give it to me. How we've been playing, of course, since the last time out where we lost to Hoffenheim. No, we did the Sparta Prague games. What I'm talking about. Sparta Prague, Schalke, and Cercle Bruges. Since then, we've played 5 games. We've lost 2. We've won 3. But more importantly, we're scoring a lot more goals and conceding very little goals, with the exception of the Bayern Munich game. But we couldn't get knocked out of the the Pokal match. Since Ngalo was our goalkeeper, Silva picked up an injury, flew in this end of this game, in between these 2 games. And then that's why he also played against Hanover, where we won that game 2-1, thanks to Rory Leighton picking up his first goal for the club. Against Hamburg, we picked up 3 goals. Chavez, Busten, and Koistra all picking up a goal. Eintracht, another 3 goals, this time Busten, Junior, and Foley picking up a brilliant little goal there from Foley. His first goal for the club ever. So shout out to him. Richard scored there. And then the Bayern Munich game, we went 2-1 up. They scored a penalty. Cesar and Bibi put us 2-0 up after 34 minutes. And then they brought on Oscar Lemos, and he basically just destroyed us in the end, scoring 2 goals. We were looking very tired in this game. It doesn't bode well for us that now we're taking on Vitória Guimarães in the round of 16. Those are the 2 games we're doing, first and second leg. We're not really focusing too much on the league right now because, as you can see, we are quite far off top 2. We're now 8 points or 9 points behind RB Leipzig, 8 points behind Hoffenheim in 3rd, and we're 6 points behind Bayer Leverkusen in 4th. So I feel like if we want Champions League football next season, Europa League might be the route that we have to go through and just win the whole damn thing. Looking at other clubs, there's some big names still left in it. Manchester United, who we have beaten before. Standard Liège, a very good team. Lazio, a good team. Lille, who went undefeated in the league phase, are still there. Dortmund are still there. Benfica are still there. Real Sociedad doing very well in La Liga themselves. Well, I was going to say last time I checked, they were 4th. Now they're 9th. Yeah, okay, they dropped a bit there, but still a very good Spanish team. And of course, Rennes beat us in pre-season, so there's that happening as well. I've spoken enough. This is the team that is starting against Vitória Guimarães. It is the same team that started against Bayern Munich. We don't have a goalkeeper on the bench because Ngalo is still injured, and all the other players are unregistered. So we managed to get some guys registered. Unfortunately, Rivi, Moritz, and Akani had to be on the chopping block. I needed to get Leighton, Villar, and of course Martinez into the team and not registered. And then also, yeah, it was those ones. Those are the only ones that we couldn't get registered last season. So yeah, we needed to get them registered. As it stands, this is the team that's starting. It's going to be Silva in goals, Foley, Koistra, Lombardi, Cesar, Kikidakis, Carrillo, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Iñaki, and Chavez up front. We do have a nice packed bench with only 2 subs missing this time. Normally that would have been Inagay and Sinzangalo, but they're both out injured. Sinzangalo out for 10 days. Inagay out for 3 weeks. Should we get into it? Let's get into it. Right, round of 16 action underway in the Europa League, taking on the team currently 5th in Portugal. And they are starting with Janino up front. We are playing in our baby blue outfits. We don't play in that often, normally in the black or the red. But here's the baby blue with the white being Victoria Gimenez. But that doesn't matter. Tim Koistra has just put us in the lead, 1-0 up. A first goal in 9 matches in the Europa League. That's his 7th goal overall. He stayed up for the corner. He didn't run around, even doing a little bit of a stretch. Did you see that? Did a bit of a stretch, waited for the ball to come back, and then just absolutely smashed it past Gomez's goals. That is a great little start. One thing I've noticed with this tactic and this structure, playing against a fullback with three centre-backs and 2 DMs, we actually play a lot better than when we play against a 4-4-2. And there you go, Bibi picking up his 2nd goal in the Europa League, our 2nd goal in this game. We are playing away from home first, and that's another set piece that has gone our way, although this being the 2nd ball. Bibi brought it in, played it down to Cesar, ran it in. Carrillo, I thought it was going to bring it back to Cesar. Bibi just continued his run. Told, who was that in front of him? I think it was Cesar. Told Cesar to back off. I've got this. I'm going to put it in the back of the net. And he did. Not Cesar, sorry. It was Chavez that was running past him. Cesar ran the other way. But there we go. It's a fantastic little start. Cesar now to Koistra. Looking for options. Carrillo. Foley. Cesar. Foley has definitely stepped up since moving to the 3 at the back. Bibi. Oh, it's kind of slipped through and hit the bar from Bibi. One man that's certainly improved a lot in the last maybe 2-3 months has been Bibi. He has just become a much, much better footballer all round. Hasn't had much development, but I mean, he's just become a fantastic little player. 10 goals scored in all competitions. Cesar will launch it to Chavez. Can't find him. Ikidakis, who's now become our regular left back after the departure of Akiba. Shaughnessy brings it across, switching the play to Cesar, finding Bibi with a little bit of space, produced a decent save out of Gomez. Ikidakis beats his man, trying to bring it back into the box. And he was lurking. Bibi's not a small lad, he's a big boy. How tall is he? Does it say 183. So he's taller than me. Cesar. Looking for Koistra. Can't find him, but he finds Iñaki. Iñaki hits the bar as well. The 3rd time we've done that now. And then Bibi gets tackled for a free kick towards the end of the edge of the box, rather. Been a little bit unlucky with the woodwork. How many times already? 1st time. That was the 2nd time, because I know Bibi hit the woodwork. That is lying. That is lying. We've hit the woodwork twice, at least. And they get one opportunity. George Paul heads it wide. Not going to bother Silva's goal. Kind of want a 3rd goal here just to sort of kill the game off, so to speak, and not let them get back in the 2nd leg. If we can do that, that would be absolutely fantastic. As halftime approaches, it is 2-0. We've kind of let go of the gas a little bit, I feel. I'm going to tell the teams they're doing well, though, and I kind of want more shots. They've done 3 swaps. They're trying to go for it. They have to go for it, I guess. They're probably going to change their formation a little bit. No, they're not. They did change a role, though. From a DM, he's now a deep-lying playmaker, so trying to create something deep. I mean, they're playing on the back foot. You'd think they'd try and push forward a little bit instead of inviting all this pressure. Iñaki can't get to there. Silva for them clears it. Finding Kikizakis. Lombardi. Kikizakis. Beautiful ball in for Iñaki. This time he puts it in the back of the net. As easy as you like. There is a VAR check for something. I don't know what they're checking for. It's going to be counting, though. Iñaki picks up our 3rd. Did they think he was offside there? I mean... Sure. I don't know why you needed VAR for that. Looks like must be blind out here, the linesman, if you didn't see that, and he had a call for VAR. Fole, Lombardi, Kikidakis, playing to O'Shaughnessy. Finding Kikidakis, good ball in for Iñaki. He's kind of slipped through. We've seen him score a few goals like that. On this occasion, hits it straight to Gomez's hands. He's going to go as deep as possible, but Fole will get the header. We have just been absolutely... I mean, just look at these stats. 0.27 XG for them. We are shooting well above our XG as well. With 1.11. I mean, that is phenomenal stuff. Chavez has picked up an injury. I don't like that. He is going to come off. Leighton is going to come on there. Elsewhere, we've got some tired-looking legs in and around. O'Shaughnessy is looking tired. Vader come in from there. He's happy now, by the way, Vader. So that's good. You know what? Fole and Lombardi. You know what, Fole? You can come off. We'll bring Martinez on. Give him some Europa League action. I think just those three subs. We'll keep an eye on Carrillo. He's looking a little tired as well. But I don't want to make too many subs too quickly. And that when you're winning 3-0, you make a lot of subs. Complacency can filter in a little bit. So there is that little bit of a risk, and I don't really want that to happen. And Juninho now through, maybe looked a little bit offside. Goes behind for a corner. Referee's not lifting up his lines flag there, and it's not going to count as an offside decision. It is going to go as a corner to them. But it's fine. They didn't score. I'm happy. You're happy. We're all happy. Happy, happy, happy. All over the place. 15 minutes to go. I am going to make that sub now. Carrillo is run his course. He's looking good. 8-22. You know what? I can't take him off with 8-22. It's heartbreaking. You know what? Cesar can come off though. He's looking a bit tired. And you know what? Kikidakis come off as well. Bring on Villar. 2 new wing backs. I'll leave Carrillo. He's playing the game of his life there. I'm not sure how. He's got 1 assist only. When someone like Iñaki, who's got a goal and an assist, is playing a worse rating than him. Rory Leighton looks for options. Villa can't get the chance there. Martinez going to try bring it forward again. He's found Villa, a young 19-year-old trying to play out and find a space through. Vader has come through. Back to Villa. Oh, it's gone in. Diego Villar, our 19-year-old, scores his debut goal. Well, it's not his debut match, but that is absolutely fantastic from the left back. Just played it nicely. Him and Vader, good exchange. Drew the defender out. I mean, it took 2 or 3 deflections on the way in. Doesn't matter. On the score sheet, it's going to say Diego Villar with a goal to contribute in this game. It's now 4-0 with 4 different goal scorers and 4 different assisters. That is what you love to see. Iñaki, Carrillo, Kikidakis, and Vadner all assisting. Koistra, Bibi, Iñaki, and Villar all scoring. That's brilliant to see. When you see 4 different goal scorers and 4 different assisters, you know you've built up a decent enough squad. Elsewhere, Villarreal beating Rennes 2-0. Atlanta beating Shakhtar 1-0. Real Sociedad beating Slavion Bratislava 3-0. And then us. And then the other games are at later in the day. What a result. What an absolute result. Right. We've got the second leg to get to. I've just got the matter of Stuttgart midweek. It is a biggest game for us in the league, but like I said, I'm not focusing too much on the league. Chavez out for 4 weeks. Oh, that's a bad one. All right. We'll make do. Leighton's time to shine. We'll see you in a week's time. Right, guys, we're back for our second match against Vitória de Guimarães in the Europa League. We are currently winning this one 4-0. Going into the second leg, luckily we're winning 4-0. Chavez still injured. He's out for another 3 more weeks. Inagay out for another 2 more weeks. Sinsingalo out for 2 weeks. And then our Iñaki has picked up a slight knock as well. He's out. He's going to rehab tomorrow, but I don't want to have him on the bench. So we'll just play without him on the bench. It does mean we're going to have a little bit of a smaller bench. But yeah, we beat Stuttgart 3-2, which means we're now in 5th place in the Bundesliga, which is absolutely fantastic. Even points with Stuttgart. They've just got a slightly better goal difference. 3 goals back difference on that one. That's the team that's starting. Silva, Fole, Questra, Lombardi, Cesar, Kikidakis, Carrillo, O'Shaughnessy, Bibi, Arnold, and Leighton. Let's get to the game. Right, kickoff is underway. Like I said, 4-0 up on aggregate. We should be going through in this one fairly easily. I don't think there's too much complacency around. I mean, if we concede 4 goals, we don't deserve to be in the Europa League in my eyes. Carrillo, though, brings it forward for us. He can add a 5th for us if he can. Arnold was lurking, couldn't get there. Lombardini picks it up. Arnold takes the chance. Brandt Arnold. Finally proving that the £4 million was worth it for the young German. It was a good pass there from Lombardi to pick up Brandt Arnold. And his first touch of the ball is an absolute belter into the back of the net. There's a kickoff highlight. 5-0 up now. Of course, remember, away goals mean nothing. So if they were to score 5 goals and make it 5-1, it does go to extra time and then penalties if need be. Kikidakis, though, trying to make it 6. Gomez, who had a bit of a stinker in the first leg, seems to have held that nicely and launching it forward. Should be an easy takedown for Questra, and it is. Of course, Gomez, Andre Gomez. It's the Andre Gomez. Is it the Andre Gomez? I wonder if it is. I'm going to have to go look at that. Arnold brings it forward. O'Shaughnessy looks for options. Of course, O'Shaughnessy, a target for Manchester United, Manchester City, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, and Real Madrid all want him. Of course, if they were going to want him, they need to pay the 80 million release clause. I'm not going to accept a penny less than that. I've tried to renegotiate his contract. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. He is contracted for the next 4 years, though. So either way, if he leaves, it's going to be 80 million or nothing. That's the way I said. Oh, mistake from Gomez has let Rory Leighton score his first Europa League goal and his 3rd goal in Union Berlin colours. His initial tackle on BB was a great one. Paul played it back to the goalkeeper. Leighton just pounded on Gomez and then just smashed it into his head, basically, into the back of the net. I don't think Gomez intended for that to happen. I don't think Leighton intended for the header to go in. But what that does mean now, it's now 6-0. And that means we are pretty much guaranteed to move into the next round of the Conference League. Of course, some games still going on at the moment. Some games earlier kickoff were finished. So Manchester United are out, by the way. Standard Liège beat them 4-3 on aggregate. Lille is through 7-2 on against Dortmund. Lazio beating Sparta Prague 6-3 on aggregate. And Benfica beating Braga 4-2 on aggregate. So far as it stands, Atlanta, Real Sociedad, us, and Villarreal are going through as well. But, just a big but, if we don't concede a goal, we'll be the only club that didn't concede a goal over 2 legs in the knockout phases, which is absolutely fantastic. A nice little feather in our cap, I think, eh? I don't think did Rennes concede? Yeah, Villarreal did concede in one of the games at least. Real Sociedad haven't conceded. Okay. So we one of 2 teams that haven't conceded a goal, which is a little bit annoying. But it's fine. It's fine. 62 minutes in, we're going to make some subs. Bibi is going to come off. He's been playing well. He's complacent a little bit. Junior come in there. Kikidakis will give him a little bit. Villa can come in there after he scored his debut. And, O'Shaughnessy, you've played great. Let's bring in, I'm going to bring in Specht to get some game time. He's our channel midfielder. Kirill will move onto that side just to get some game time and let him really try and develop as a good centre mid. Because in the world of, if O'Shaughnessy does leave for 18 million, Specht is probably the next best person to step up behind Vada as well. So in the grand scheme of things, selling him probably won't be the end of the world. I do like it. I do like O'Shaughnessy, though. He is very, very good. He's a very good technical player for us and really does pull the strings in that midfield tremendously for us. Not as emphatic as the first leg, but a 2-0 victory is, I mean, it's on par with what we've done. We don't need to do more. We've absolutely done exactly what we need to. We're going to move on to the final 8 of the Europa League. Easy as that. 6-0 on aggregate. End of the day. Absolutely fantastic. We did everything like we needed to do in the early parts of the game. The rest of the game was a little bit boring to watch, but it's fine. It's fine. You know what? Sometimes it can be boring. We've got the group stages drawn all the way up to the final, so we can have a look as it stands going to the quarterfinals. We're taking on Villarreal, a La Liga team currently sitting in La Liga in 4th position. If we do beat La Liga and go to the semi-final, we land up taking either Atlanta or Real Sociedad, another Italian team potentially. And then the final, I mean, it's not giving everybody there, but the final basically is either Lille, Benfica, Lazio, or Stade Liège, one of those 4. So that's the road that we're going to take. Villarreal is next. When is that game? Let's have a quick little look. I see it's in a couple of weeks here. It's in about 3 weeks' time. So I guess we're coming back for Villarreal. I think from now till the end of the season, it will probably just be Europa League matches. Like I said, Bundesliga. I mean, we're up to 6th now. We were 5th. But I think Leverkusen went ahead. I don't know what happened. Anyway, we're 6 points behind Bayern Leverkusen. Chances are catching them probably not as great. We still have to play Leverkusen, I think, though. Yeah, we play them very shortly. We play RB Leipzig, who are also up there. So, yeah, we still have to play Leipzig and Leverkusen in the league. So, maybe Hoffenheim too. So 3 very, in fact, right in between the Villarreal games, we've got 3 very big games in the league. So that's going to be fun. Maybe next time we come back for a 5-game thriller. Never done a 5-game thriller. Who knows? Thank you very much for watching the video. Hit that like button, subscribe, tell your parents, grandparents, lovers, and haters to join in the fun that is the Vuvuzela Victory Challenge, or as we nicely call it, the VVC. Nice and simple, hey? Very, very simple. Like, join, follow in the fun. We'll see you guys in the next episode. For now, though, your boy is out of here. Peace. Chicken grease.